Cal, how's Ryan?
Doing better. He worked out yesterday, but he's just not ready to go 100%. I just told him, until you're able to go 100%. Worked out with our weight strength coach and conditioning. He said he did pretty good, but you know, not right yet.
Is this a purely physical thing with him, or is there just like any dealing with just the pressure of this whole thing?
We don't think so, but he's, you know, we're just trying to tell him you got to get energy. You got to get your energy. You got to play at a higher level.
So nothing yet
will be
from
fine.
nothing yet from the blood tests or anything.
No, I just want him back. You know, we the team. We were a little bit short last game. We know it, but the same thing. You got to look at kids' health first, and just get yourself right. And let's go.
So when you say not 100%, that means you're still holding him out of practice.
If he's not in there today, then he's not going 100%. I just got off the treadmill, so I don't know. And he knows that unless he's ready to go, you know. And I'm happy he's working out with the strength coach, and we'll go from there.
Your signing class?
Yeah. What's that?
I was just going to say your signing class is official now.
Yeah.
You can talk about those guys. Just your thoughts on.
Well, we put out a press release, so I'll let you guys take it from there if that's all right. So I'll have to rehash all of this. We're excited about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm jacked up. I mean, it's pretty classic. We are, you know.
John, if you looked at the video, how did Archie play on the point?
Not bad, just still plays too fast, gets himself out of control. There were plays, easier plays he could have made a few times. But I went through this with Tyreek. You know, just they got to see it on tape, they got to learn. And he'll be fine.
It seemed like Arlen was having some issues leaving his feet on defense. Is that something he's still just learning at this point?
They leave it a little early, but look, he was aggressive. What we're not doing is when he goes to help somebody, no one's helping him. That's the issue. It's not nervous. I was really happy nervous. And everybody could say, well, they're leaving their feet and that's why the basket's open. No, we did the same thing last year. But when he left his feet, someone got his back. Now we got guys, he leaves his feet, they're running the wrong way. You're going to go that way and go get that ball. And if you're a big guy, it should be easier. If you're a small guy, just make sure his guy doesn't get it. If you watched, it was his man. They got that offensive rebound probably 4 times that were critical. We're just learning. We're not to the point, we're trying to figure out how to be a helper. The next step is be the helper's helper. Then you can be the helper's helper's helper. We're not quite there yet.
So he was doing what you wanted when he was leaving his guy and trying to go out and make some plays. Just
He didn't do it that often. He did it a couple times. How many blocks did he have? 3. Got 3 blocks and probably left 3 or 4 other times that he didn't get it. And they know he's not getting any help. So they didn't even try to make baskets.
miss it and let rebound will be there.
Because there's no one helping him. So that's not Nerlens. Nerlens is doing fine. He and Willie both doing the same thing. That's the rest of our defense. But again, I mean, we're so far behind. There's things that they exploited. There's things that we were able to see. It was 2 good games for me to learn about my team.
What were some of the other areas?
We're a post-up team. We're a pick-and-roll team. Kyle cannot get the shots on his own. We're going to have to help him. He did not play as hard as he needs to play. We saw it on the tape. If he's not getting shots off, then he won't be on the court as much. Not mad. I love him. But he better figure out how to get shots off. If he can't, then he won't be on the court as much.
What can you learn tomorrow?
Oh, this team plays great stuff. They go a lot of pick and roll. They slip pick and roll, so if you get lazy, it's baskets. They shoot threes. A lot of back doors. They run our stuff, but they do it higher. Instead of the dead corners, they're out on the wings doing exactly that. So if you get lazy, you're going to pay a price. They're going to hold the ball a little bit. Yet they scoring 80 points a game. But they'll run the clock down if they have to. So it's what we need right now. We need a team that plays well together offensively, really plays off the defense, not running as many, quote, plays, doing a few actions to try to get shots off. We'll shoot the 3. Big men will shoot the 3, 4 and 5s, probably 2 of their better 3-point shooters. Well-coached team, they're going to play some zone. We need to face zone. They'll play man-to-man, but they'll They'll switch a lot and do stuff that we need to see. They're gonna double team the post, we need to see it, see how we play. So it'll be a good game and a hard game for us.
Is it
It's
also-
not gonna be like, okay, they're playing. You'll see.
Is it also good, though, that after you play 2 games where, as you said, a minute and a half stretch can lose you the game, that with a team that has so much to learn and figure out this next few games, you got a chance to do that, to play a John Hood, and to figure some
No,
lineup
it's
things
not.
out?
It's that, let's see if we can play a whole possession against a team that's going to hold the ball. Let's see if we take off a minute and a half on this team, and then I got to call a timeout because it's a tie ball game in a minute and a half. It's an 8-point game, now it's tied. Do you understand what we just did? Again. We have to see if they're learning. But we've got a long way to go. Like I said, I'm happy that I have this team. I'm not trading this team. We all got to, you saw what happened with 2 or 3 days of work with Alex. Different player. It's what we wanted. Nerland's different player. Willie should have played more. That was not his fault. And some of the stuff we're doing, again, it's not their fault. I'm still trying to learn how we have to play.
Is there another guy now that you turn that sort of focus on that you had on the Nerlens and Alex?
Kyle's got to step up. I mean, you can't, the Maryland staff, like, what happened to him? Well, he didn't play as hard. He didn't compete like he did against Maryland. Part of it is we can't expect our team to find him shots. We're freshmen. We're not going to do that. So now it becomes he's got to get his, or I got to call some stuff to create shots for him. But it's going to be a combination. We had some breakdowns defensively, but look, we rebounded with them, shot 49% from the floor, shot a fairly high percentage from the line. They made some threes I wish we would have guarded. We stopped playing on a couple possessions, and in a minute and a half, it went from 3 to 10. 3 to 10. And then it was, now you're fighting.
Does
They
County
call
run-
timeout down 14, and we come right back. After that timeout, we score. He's got to get another timeout. I mean, so, we did some good things.
Does Kyle need to run the floor better to get transition looks like he did against Maryland?
What was that?
Does he need to run the floor better, Kyle, to get transition looks?
No, it's everybody else. We're going to work on that today a little bit, If guys aren't sprinting, we're going to, stop and do some running. And we just got to get in the mentality. We just think it's okay to jog the court. My teams in the past, and you know how good we've been from defense to offense. Like, it's like, boom, whew. Well, now, boom. And that's how we're running the court. I mean, you got to go like you're being chased. And then you run, and then you make plays. We're like, man, that's too hard. And again, I play guys 37 minutes that deserve to play about 25, 27 minutes maybe. So those extra 10 minutes, you saw it. Like Alex played about 60% of that game like he should play. He just didn't have any, couldn't sustain it, didn't have the energy to sustain it, not the mental willpower to sustain it. And he shouldn't. He really shouldn't. But we're asking a lot of these guys.
It seems like you're finding the right button to push with him. For him, is some of it just that his just everyday personality sort of,
It's hard.
he's got that quote.
No. My choice is I'm going to dive on the floor and run, or I'm going to jog. Those are my choices. I'm going to really work to get this offensive rebound and go above the rim, or I'm going to stand here and run back on defense. What choice would you make? Depends on how good you want to be. I mean, you got choices in this game. How are you going to play? You're going to dive on the floor or stand there and watch. So he's got to change some habits that he has. But that's why we do what we do. Same with Archie playing too fast. That's a habit he has. Just taking it and going. Put my head down and go, well, you can't now. You can't play that way. Yet we need you to attack and be aggressive. So he's got to learn it. It's hard. It's hard for Alex. This stuff's hard. That's what I said. I mean, the one thing is they're being challenged. Like they'll never be challenged again. They're being pushed. They're in a situation where every game is someone's Super Bowl. I mean, there were celebrations. We lose, that's what happens. And this is all new. I mean, they'll be fine though. This is the greatest thing is you saw them from Maryland to here get better. Now this one will be a hard game because it's totally different in how they'll play. And yesterday was a film day. We didn't practice. Practice today, play tomorrow.
What about Julius? Do you worry about him, I guess, the least? Or
I played too many minutes. Couldn't play that many minutes. And so now he goes under ball screens, went under some screens. He stopped off of getting picked or handoffs, didn't try to square the guy up. Curry had his way with him. That's why I tried to get him off of Curry. He was not supposed to be on Curry with a minute and a half to go. That was not his man. One of the guys said, "You guard him." I think that's my choice to make that call. And so when I looked out, he's on Curry. Curry made the last basket. Ball game was over. What happened? Again, that's all learning about who we are. But
John, you said that with this team there's going to be winning and learning, not winning. How upset were they that they lost?
they were disappointed. We all were. I mean, the worst thing you can do is listen to everybody say, "Hey, that was okay. We're going to be great in March." Look, we could have won that game. We didn't deserve to win the game, but I don't care about that. We still could have won the game. We broke down late again, just like we did against Maryland. Same kind of issues, same guys. We're going to be in close games all year, and the last 2-3 minutes are going to be critical how we play. You see Duke, they're running a lot of our stuff. The circle stuff, all of a sudden Duke's running that stuff. And with Curry taking his time, they're running it better than we run our stuff. The double ball screen, the stuff that we do, they're doing that. So now all of a sudden you got them, but they're doing it better than us. Why? Because they got veterans. And so we're having to go back and really narrow what we're doing, understand what we are, a post-up team, a pick-and-roll team, create some shots for Kyle, must get out in transition and get easy baskets. We got none. Does that mean we got to put Archie at off guard so he can be out ahead of the pack? Probably. But we got some figuring to do. We've got to get ready with zone. I think tomorrow they'll play a lot of zone. So it's a good time for us to start working on that. But
You've got 5 guys on your release about the signings. Ideally, what would you like to end up with numbers-wise after the spring?
I would think we're going to get 1 or 2 more guys. We'll get 1 or 2 more.
John, if you move Archie to 2 to get the transition going, who would you put at point to?
Well, it's not the whole game, but in spells you could put Ryan, and I may even tell Julius or Jared until Ryan comes back. I mean, it could be Jared, it could be Julius. But, we have to be able to get out and fly, and we're not right now. You got to get easy baskets. We got them because Alex, offensive rebound, that was our easy baskets. Well, you got to get those and in transition. If you get those 2, you're getting about, 5, 7, 10 easy baskets. Now all of a sudden it's a different ballgame. We just got none in transition. We couldn't throw it ahead, and we really didn't. And we were the faster team. We're the more athletic team. Thanks.